Hi all, today's Hindu editorial is about the 27th Conference of Parties. We call it COP in short. So this COP has recently happened in Egypt. It is the 27th conference. So usually all the countries will agree to protect the country from global warming and climate change. So this time the COP has spoken about the diminishing of a lot of biodiversities. Example, you all know eagle is very famous. We talk about eagle's point of view. Eagle is like a king of all the birds, but we can hardly see eagle here in the place we are living by. It is all getting extincted because of too much of pollution, too much of the wavelength that they could use and travel is inhibited by the cell phone signals that we are sending, and soon the world is going to migrate to 5G and 6G. So this is all like a bane for the birds, and lot of trees which was existing during the time of our grandparents are now extinct. So that is the intention of this conference. They are planning to preserve the species that are going to become extinct. It is going to form a perfect cycle because earlier we have studied about food chains. Example, the worms are eaten by the birds, and the birds are eaten by snakes, and the snakes are eaten by other reptiles, and man becomes the at the top place of this food chain. So if one particular bird is going to completely get evacuated from earth, imagine the number of grasshoppers, the number of insects will come and destroy the food grains that we cultivate. It has to be balanced. That is the ultimate aim of this conference. So according to the recent survey, they are telling 34,000 plants and 5,200 animal species have faced extinction. Is a shocking data by the report. And about 30% of main farm animal species are at the high risk of about to get extincted is what they say. 45% of Earth's original forests are gone. See, the original forests mean we may have a lot of artificial man-made forests in Earth, but that might not have the exact status that the naturally existing forests might provide, because the forests are very important in getting the exact amount of rainfall annually for Earth. So if we are entering in that space, we might not be able to recreate the natural atmosphere exactly. So this can be achieved by reducing the use of pesticides is what the common recommendation. And but we may ask, if we reduce the use of pesticide, the productivity of the farmland will also drop gradually, and will we be able to supply food for the so much of population that the earth is currently there. So green revolution came in, and that's when the food supply was drastically increased. Before that there was always shortage of food then, and the entire earth was not sufficiently fed. Now at the current trend, we could see food everywhere, all the three times, even like 2 time of meal and 3 time of snack is there, and wherever you can, there is abundance of food, there is oversupply of food there, and that's why we are getting a lot of infectious lifestyle disorder diseases nowadays. So it is very important to conserve all these land, sea from getting contaminated is what they are telling. We should let other lives also live on earth. It's only not for human beings. We can't exploit the entire planet is what they are telling. So by 2023, 2030, the richer countries are expected to support the developing and underdeveloped countries to execute steps in such a way to conserve this originality of earth. So hope the plan doesn't goes in paper, and this is executed into action is what we have seen here in this editorial. And the next editorial is about the wonderful FIFA World Cup that has brought down the curtains recently. So Messi, as a captain of Argentina, has done justice to Argentina's team. So he has brought magics in his feet is what has been written about it. So in the Doha's Lusail Stadium, the Lionel Messi, after 36 years of gap, so it was only in 1986 in Mexico's edition of the Football World Cup, Argentina has grabbed the World Cup by Diego Maradona. So that history has been recreated by Messi finally. So Messi has been flourishing, because it is very tough for an individual to flourish in a team sport, but Messi has made sure all the world's eye was on him, and he has although won a lot of other tournaments like FC Barcelona, 4 Champions League titles, 7 Ballon d'Or awards, and he has even led Argentina to Copa America triumph, and yet World Cup was remaining as an unfulfilled dream for Messi. So that was also broken against in the recent match that has happened. And the pass, certain highlights of the football tournament is like the pass of Nahul Moholina against the Netherlands, and the way he sold a dummy to Croatian defender Josko before setting up Julian Alvarez, where the incredible efforts that has even mesmerized the opposite team in shock is what they are telling. So France also deserved a good credit for the way they have executed their comeback successfully. So Maradona has died 2 years ago, and he has already let successors in the form of Messi and Mbappe is what the world is talking about. So yeah, so we have got two magical players out of this tournaments in the form of Messi and Mbappe is what is the recent conclusion. So yes, by the year end, the world has already rejoiced and witnessed one of the best seasons of football match. So we'll wait and see how this happens in the future. Thank you.